Namo Buddhaya. Welcome to yet another episode in Inner Guide program. In life, when we are studying, normally we experience this special feeling most of the time. Sometimes when we are studying and when we are facing exams especially, we may find the times and moments that we forget everything that we have studied. Have you ever experienced that? If you are a student, I think most of you have experienced this special feeling. In the middle of the exam, when you come across a question, you try to memorize the thing, that special thing that you have studied, but nothing comes to your brain, nothing comes to your head. It feels like suddenly everything has been vacuumed off. Have you ever felt that? I think most of us have felt that experience. Our great teacher, Supreme Buddha, taught us there are 5 reasons for the forgetfulness. There are 5 reasons for being forget that what we have studied. So what are those 5 reasons? These are called 5 hindrances. In Pali language, in the Buddha's words, it is called Pancha Nivarana. When you take the word Nivarana, the exact meaning of the word Nivarana means there is something covering up your mind, right? That means these things cover your mind. It's like you put your mind inside a polythene bag, right? When you put something inside a polythene bag and you tie it tightly, and if you kept it under running water, does the thing or the special object that is inside that polythene bag get wet? It doesn't get wet because the polythene bag has been covered all over, right? It does not permit to the water to go inside. Same as that, our mind can be covered by certain thoughts, right? When our mind is obsessed with certain thoughts, nothing will come inside to our mind. The things that we study will be forgotten. So these are called the 5 hindrances. In the Buddha's word, they are called Pancha Nivarana. The first hindrance to the mind is, Supreme Buddha said, Kama Chanda. Kama Chanda means the sensual desire, sensual craving. Right? If you are thinking about the craving thoughts, lustful thoughts inside your mind while you are studying, right? The things that you study will never go inside to your mind. You will never memorize them. Why? Your mind is obsessed with those lustful thoughts. Imagine a situation when your mind is full of lust. Normally we cannot think about the good and bad. Normally we are not in the real consciousness. Our mind is somewhere else thinking about those lustful and pleasurable thoughts. When our mind is in that arena, right? When our consciousness, awareness is in that arena of our mind, the lust, inside the lust of our mind, nothing will come inside the mind, right? Though we study, though we are inside a classroom, right? Though your physical body is inside a classroom, your mind is somewhere else. So therefore, you will never remember anything that you studied. Okay? That is called the first hindrance, the sensual desire. Number 2, Vyapado. Vyapado means the anger. When you are angry, when your mind is full of anger, can you think about anything out of that? No, because your mind is full of anger. Right? Your mind is heated with anger. If you're studying with an angry mind, with a mind which is full of hatred, nothing will remember. You cannot remember anything that you study. So that is the second hindrance to your mind. Number 3, Supreme Buddha said, the sleepiness. That is called Thena Midda. The sleepiness. Now, when you're being in the class, when you're studying in the class, normally when you're studying, most of the students feel sleepy and lazy. When you're studying with sleepiness and laziness, you will never remember anything that you studied. Because your mind is filled and your mind is occupied with sleepiness. It is covered with sleepiness. When the sleepiness covers your mind, the things that you study will never go inside. Right? So that is the third hindrance. Number 4, Supreme Buddha said, Uddacha Kukkucha, restlessness and remorse. There are some times that our mind is becoming restless. It will become distracted, right? So many thoughts will pop up inside our mind in such times. And also, sometimes we regret about the things that we have done in the past, right? When you're regretting about the things that you have done in the past, and when your mind is restless, remember, you cannot remember anything that you study. Right? You will never remember anything that you study. Because your mind is occupied by the restlessness and remorse. It is covered with that. When the restlessness and the remorse cover your mind, nothing will go inside. Right? If you try to meditate, nothing will happen. If you try to study, nothing will happen. No progress. And the final hindrance, it is called the doubt. If you have doubt about yourself, whether I can do this or not, will I do this or not? When you're studying, if you are doubting about yourself, if you have doubts about yourself, your success, you cannot remember anything. Because you are thinking about yourself as a low person. Right? So you don't think about yourself as a low person. Right? And do not think about yourself in a higher level. Right? Do not overestimate yourself, and also do not underestimate yourself. You should live moderately. When you are studying, always think, I am studying as I can, in the best form and in the best way that I can. Right? Do not compare yourself with others, because the more you compare yourself with others, you will start to doubt about yourself. When the self-doubt covers your mind, nothing that you study will go inside your mind. Right? So when you are studying, what you have to do, you have to stay away from these hindrances. Number 1, sensual desire, sensual craving. Number 2, anger. Number 3, sleepiness. Number 4, restlessness and remorse. And number 5, the self-doubt. If you stay away from these 5 factors, these five evil thoughts, remember, always the things that you study will go inside your mind. You can take it out anytime, anywhere from your mind, because it is well established inside your mind. You are well focused to the studies, you are well focused to the things that you study, and all the things that you will study will absorbed by your mind. So how to stay away from these evil thoughts? I have to share the remedy for these evil thoughts. Supreme Buddha said the best medication, the best medicine for these evil thoughts is the meditation. Right? Try to calm your mind through meditations. Now, most of the younger generation, as you, are not so much focused to the meditation. Remember, if you are a student, if you are a human being, no matter what, you have to calm your mind. You have to practice to make your mind serene. So the best thing that makes your mind serene is the meditation. Right? So start meditating at least about 5 minutes a day. It is best to meditate early in the morning, soon after you get up, refresh yourself, sit for 5 minutes and do some meditation. You can do breathing meditation. You can stay being aware of your breathing pattern. It will calm down your mind. And also you can do loving kindness meditation. You can spread love and kindness to yourself and to the others. These meditations are common and known meditations by everyone. So you can do that. Right? If you start meditating, you will feel that your mind is serene and peaceful. The more your mind gets peaceful, the more you will remember what you study. So when you are studying, it is very essential. It is much more important to maintain a serene and calm and concentrated mind. So for that, you need to practice meditations little by little, step by step. Okay, so do some meditations for at least 5 minutes a day, and when you do these things, your mind will start to stay away from these 5 hindrances. So when your mind starts to stay away from these hindrances, you will feel that you can remember everything that you study. So make your life a peaceful one. Make your mind a peaceful place through the meditation. Namo Buddhaya.